Welcome back, students, to this section of MCQs. So let us look at it further. The next question: enzymes involved in collagen synthesis include all of the following except. So all these are there. So you're going to another good way of studying collagen synthesis: prolyl hydroxylase, lysyl hydroxylase, lysyl oxidase, topoisomerase, procollagen peptidase. Your board has all the answers for this question, so you should be able to tell. The answer is topoisomerase. Other than that, rest all are involved. Remember, prolyl and lysyl hydroxylase are involved in the hydroxylation of proline and lysine residues, which requires vitamin C. Okay, lysyl oxidase is involved in the cross-linking of tropocollagen molecules, the quarter-staggered structure of tropocollagen. Remember what I said? Lysine oxidase, what does it do? It converts lysine residues, whatever lysine residues are there, to all lysine. Okay, all lysine residues then can cross-link between the tropocollagen molecules. So that is how it helps in stabilizing the structure. This is also known as a quarter-staggered structure. Okay, this tropocollagen molecule, to give it more strength, what is done is this tropocollagen molecules are in a like the quarter-staggered structure. It is like in between they form, and this will result in more strength to the collagen molecule. So this is done by lysyl oxidase, which does not require vitamin C. Then topoisomerase, where is it involved? Topoisomerase is involved in DNA replication, transcription. What is happening? Especially DNA replication or transcription, what is happening? When the coil DNA is getting unwinded, it will cause supercoils. To remove the supercoils, topoisomerase is used. Procollagen peptidase, remember this N-terminal and C-terminal peptide, whatever are there, they are removed by procollagen peptidases. Remember here they will be all linked together. Initially when they are secreted, these are linked together. Okay, and these linked only then it can form this triple helix. When they are linked like this by disulfide bonds, they can form the triple helix at both the amino terminal and at the carboxy terminal. At both the terminals, they will be linked, and only then they can disulfide bonds. But once they are secreted out, this is going to be cleaved off by procollagen peptidase. Peptide is what is going to be done. So procollagen peptidase will remove this portion, N and C terminal. So all these enzymes are involved in collagen synthesis except topoisomerase. So let us go to the next section. Next question. Elastin is rich in hydroxylysine, has a triple helical structure, is degraded by alpha-1 antitrypsin, requires ascorbic acid for its maturation, is present in bones. So only one is true out of all this, the remaining are false. So what is the right answer? Requires ascorbic acid for its maturation. So what does it mean? Elastin is not rich in hydroxylysine. Hydroxylysine residues are actually, they say, very poor, or maybe very few hydroxylysine may be present. They say it may be absent also in elastin. Hydroxylysine is not there in elastin. It has a triple helical structure? No, because it is required for the elasticity of this molecule. So it is not having a triple helical structure. Is degraded by alpha-1 antitrypsin? No, actually alpha-1 antitrypsin and elastin. Let me just show you the relationship between alpha-1 antitrypsin and elastin. Remember, elastin is present in various tissue. This elastin is degraded by an enzyme elastase. Elastase degrades elastin. Okay. Now this elastase is inhibited by alpha-1 antitrypsin. Why is this? From where did elastase come? It came from neutrophils. Neutrophils are constantly secreting elastase, okay? Because the senescent neutrophils or activated neutrophils, one way or the other, elastase is secreted, and this elastase will degrade elastin. To prevent this, the body has a mechanism, that is alpha-1 antitrypsin. Alpha-1 antitrypsin inhibits elastase. So the enzyme is degraded by alpha-1 antitrypsin? No, alpha-1 antitrypsin inhibits elastase and prevents its degradation of elastin. Requires ascorbic acid? Yes. Proline to hydroxyproline, prolyl hydroxylase requires ascorbic acid. Is present in bones? No. Elastin is mainly present in tissues which are more elastic, which require a flexibility, like the lungs, which require movement. They give strength through the lungs, but at the same time they are able to be flexible, and movement is possible because they can stretch and relax. That is possible of elastin. Whereas even in arteries, large sized arteries also contain elastin in their arterial walls. But bones, it does not contain elastin because bones are hard in nature. They do not have any elastic properties. Bones do not have elastic properties, and elastin will not be present in bones. So let's go to the next question. All of the following statements are true regarding alpha-1 antitrypsin except, so more about this alpha-1 antitrypsin. It is synthesized in the liver. It is an inhibitor of the enzyme neutrophil elastase. Genetic defects in it can lead to emphysema. Its deficiency leads to Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Smoking causes oxidation of a methionine residue present in it. So this must be easy for you. It is. Its deficiency leads to Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. That is a false one. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is mainly associated with collagen and collagen metabolism. It is not related to elastin. And let us look at it. Alpha-1 antitrypsin, as I was talking, is synthesized in the liver. It is an inhibitor of the enzyme neutrophil elastase. Genetic defects in it can lead to emphysema. Why? When this is not there, elastase will degrade elastin. So what? Elastin is present in the lungs. Elastic recoil of the lungs is lost and leading to emphysema. And Ehlers-Danlos is a genetic defect associated with fibrillin and other proteins. I mean, it is mainly associated with collagen metabolism. Smoking causes oxidation of a methionine residue present in it. Yes, alpha-1 antitrypsin, when smoking happens, methionine residue gets oxidized, so it will not be able to inhibit, and that is why in smoking emphysema is possible because of the oxidation of a methionine, specific methionine residue in alpha-1 AT. Let us go to the next question. The carboxylation of which amino acid residue of prothrombin takes place during blood clotting? Again, chemistry. So let us look at the answer. The answer is glutamate. So more than blood clotting, I think blood clotting has got nothing to do with carboxylation. But carboxylated prothrombin are the ones which can combine with calcium and lead to blood clotting. So certain clotting factors, that is 2, 7, 9, 10. You should be able to remember 2, 7, 9, 10 Roman numerals. You are supposed to write the Roman numerals 2, 7, 9, 10 clotting factors. Now in all these clotting factors are vitamin K dependent. What do I mean by vitamin K dependent? Vitamin K causes post-translational modification of these amino acids, and in the protein whatever glutamate residues are there are converted to gamma carboxy glutamate residues, also told as GAL. Okay, so it is gamma carboxylated. So when this carboxylated residue glutamate to gamma carboxyglutamate. Gamma carboxyglutamate is the one which can combine with calcium and lead to clotting. So these are the vitamin K dependent. This is mainly by vitamin K, which causes gamma carboxylation of the glutamate residues of the clotting factor, which can combine with calcium to lead to blood clotting. Prothrombin is one of the clotting factor 2, so it has to be gamma carboxylated. Not during blood clotting, even before that, when it is activated by the phospholipids and all that, clotting when it is going to take place, that is when it will combine with calcium to form able to form a blood clot. They all are able to combine together and form the clot. So glycine, proline, hydroxyproline, lysine are not involved in this. Mainly prothrombin, glutamate. So let's go to the next question. The bonds that stabilize primary structure of proteins. I think this is an easy one. Primary structure of proteins is because of peptide bonds. Remember, you have the peptide bonds which are responsible for the primary structure. I think in this what you are supposed to know is what is primary, what is secondary, what is tertiary and quaternary. Primary refers to the number of amino acids and the sequence of amino acid in a polypeptide chain. This will form different structures, maybe like an alpha helix or a beta pleated sheet or a combination of both. Okay, these amino acids, this will be the secondary structure. The tertiary structure will further folding and results in the formation of a compact molecule, that is tertiary. And quaternary, when 2 or 3 of them combine together, one polypeptide chain, and you have another polypeptide chain, and you have another polypeptide chain, maybe this will result in the formation of a quaternary structure. Primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary structures. So bonds which stabilize the primary structure is the CONH bond. CONH. This is the primary structure between amino acids. Hydrogen bonds will be in secondary structure. Hydrophobic again tertiary and secondary. Van der Waals forces again within atoms. Look at it. All these are non-covalent bonds. Only peptide bond is the covalent bond. This is a covalent, rest all are non-covalent interactions. Disulfide is a covalent bond, but that will be mainly involved in the tertiary structures. Only covalent bond which is involved is in the tertiary structure. Covalent bond is disulfide. Rest all secondary, tertiary, quaternary are mainly stabilized by non-covalent bonds. Primary is by covalent, that is a peptide bond. So let's go further. The next question. All of the following factors increase sickling in sickle cell anemia, except. This will be taught to you even by physiologists. So you should be able to tell that the answer is increased oxygen tension. It is only when in the deoxy state. It is in the deoxy state that it results in sickling. What happens? It results in the formation of a sticky patch. Remember the sticky patch? This sticky patch are present in HPS molecules. They will result in the formation of a sticky patch like this. So what will happen? More and more of these are the hemoglobin tetramers, HPS. All these tetramers, what will happen? Initially with one, what will happen? It will result in the aggregation of the hemoglobin chains like this. They all will come together. They all will come together. It is a long procedure to draw all of it, but basically they will all come together and they will form a sticky patch. They will aggregate together and this hemoglobin will form a long fiber like this, and minute it forms like that, it gets straightened out like that and forming a big thing. The RBC, which is concave, will get converted to sickle shape. It will not be able to, hemoglobin will not be able to fold, and it results in the formation of a sickle cell hemoglobin, and this is called as sickling. And sickling is always increased in the deoxy state and not in the oxy state. So all of the following: increased sickling, decreased pH, yes; increased PCO2, yes; again you have got a deoxy state, hemoglobin, dehydration, yes; increased to 3 BPG, remember again deoxy state is being stabilized. So all these will cause increased sickling in sickle cell anemia. Let's go to the next question. The biochemical feature of inherited urea cycle enzyme deficiencies is urea cycle. We are going to urea cycle. So what is a biochemical feature? Inherited urea cycle enzyme deficiencies is gout, high serum uric acid levels, high blood ammonia levels, hyperglycemia, low glutamine levels. So next answer is high blood ammonia levels. What is this urea cycle? Urea cycle is for the conversion of ammonia to urea. Is taking place by urea cycle. So if there is a deficiency in this whole cycle, like argininosuccinate, synthase, lyase, etc., all these are enzyme deficiencies are there, this ammonia is not converted to urea. So what it will happen? It will increase the blood ammonia levels. The way ammonia is detoxified in the liver is to convert the toxic ammonia into a non-toxic water-soluble urea. This is done in the liver. Now what about gout? Gout is because of, from where did this ammonia come? This ammonia has mainly come from proteins, okay? Protein, end product of protein, all the different amino acid catabolism will result in the formation of ammonia to urea. So urea is considered as the end product of protein metabolism, whereas we have got purines and pyrimidines out there. So in the end product of purine metabolism, purines like adenine and guanine, purine end product is uric acid. Okay, and when uric acid increases, it leads to gout. Gout is because of increased uric acid. So you have got gout. Can it be because of urea cycle? Nothing to do with proteins. Nothing to do with this. High serum uric acid level. Again, as I said, it is due to purine metabolism. High blood ammonia levels, yes, if this is not taking place, if the block is here, it will lead to increased ammonia. Hyperglycemia, not concerned. Low glutamine levels. Again, glutamine is the transporter of ammonia from various tissues. Glutamate gets converted to glutamine, and glutamine is responsible for the transport of ammonia from various tissues to the liver in a non-toxic form. So if you can see that, it is glutamate is converted to glutamine, and glutamine brings out that ammonia to the liver. So when this is blocked, it will also lead to increased ammonia and at the same time increased glutamine also. So it cannot be associated with low glutamine levels, rather with high glutamine levels. So this is the urea cycle. Let's go to the next question. The amino acid, which is common intermediate for the entry of several amino acids into the citric acid cycle. So which of these amino acid will form as an entry point, as a gate point? I think this is a simple answer, glutamate. Remember, all amino acids can get transaminated. All amino acids can get transaminated with alpha ketoglutarate. Give this to glutamate. So glutamate, this is a reversible reaction, and this is converted to its respective keto acid, alpha keto acid, alpha ketoglutarate to glutamate. And alpha ketoglutarate is an TCA cycle intermediate. So glutamate will further be converted to either by glutamate dehydrogenase to alpha ketoglutarate, and thereby it forms this amino acid is the acceptor of amino group from different amino acid by the transamination reaction. So this will form the common intermediate for the entry of several amino acids into the citric acid cycle. So glutamate is the answer. Let's go to the next question. The amino acid which does not undergo transamination. This is something which you will have to remember. So answer is threonine. Lysine, threonine, proline, hydroxyproline. These are the 4 amino acids. Lysine, threonine, proline and hydroxyproline. Proline, more than proline, it is hydroxyproline, which does not undergo transamination. So which does not undergo transamination? Threonine. Out of all this, it is threonine. So lysine, threonine, hydroxyproline do not undergo, hydroxylysine, etc. Let's go to the next question. The enzyme involved in the digestion of protein include all of the following except. This is something related to digestion of protein. Except, you should be able to tell, aminotransferases. Remember this reaction only, where amino acid transamination is the enzyme which catalyzes the conversion of amino acids to glutamate. Is it involved in amino acid metabolism? Yes, it is a very important. Alanine transaminase, aspartate transaminase are very important transaminases in amino acid metabolism. However, they are not involved in digestion of proteins. Digestion of proteins is proteins are being broken down to their respective amino acids. And for that you need proteolytic enzymes. And the proteolytic enzymes are secreted where? From the stomach you have got pepsin, from the pancreas trypsin, chymotrypsin, etc. So pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin and carboxypeptidase. Pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidase, all of them are involved in the digestion of protein. And the question was enzyme involved in digestion of proteins except amino transferase is also called transaminases, and transaminases are involved in mainly in the metabolism of amino acid, not in the digestion of proteins. So let's stop this section here at this point. We'll carry forward further MCQs in the next session. Thank you.